So this is the story of the very small. One day when Giant Baby Bear was playing in the woods, he found a very small. He picked up the very small something in his paws and gave it a good sniff. "You're very small," said the Giant Baby Bear. "I'm lost," cried the very small. "I want my mummy." "I don't know where your mummy is," said Giant Baby Bear, "but you can share my mummy if you like." And he took the very small home to his mother and placed it in one of his very large paws. His mother gave a great big grin, showing all of her great big teeth. "What's this you found?" said Giant Baby Bear. "I want my daddy," said the very small. "I don't know where your daddy is," said Giant Baby Bear, "but you can share my daddy if you like." And Giant Baby Bear took the very small from his mummy's very large paws and placed them in his dad's even larger paws. Giant Daddy Bear stared hard through his spectacles. "What's this you found?" he growled. "I want to go home," wailed the very small. "Well, I don't know where your home is," said Giant Baby Bear, "but you can share my home if you like. Let me show you around." And Giant Baby Bear showed the very small all around his cave. He showed him the sleeping corner and the eating corner and the scratching corner and the thinking corner. And last of all, he showed him his toys in the playing corner. "There you are," said Giant Baby Bear. "You are so very small that I shall make you a very small playground for you to play in." The very small rode on the very small seesaw, and Giant Baby pressing one end with his paw, and he swung on the very small swing with Giant Baby Bear pushing, and he slid on the very small slide with Giant Baby Bear catching him and his paws. And he suddenly felt very hungry. "I want my dinner," cried the very small. "I don't know what you're having for dinner, but you're having some of mine," said Baby Bear. And Giant Baby Bear placed the very small next to his plate, and the very small ate one whole pea and 5 whole crumbs of bread, and he drank a whole spoonful of milk. And then he felt very tired. "I want my bed," said the very small. "I want my bed too," said Giant Baby Bear. "But first of all, we have a bath." Giant Baby Bear had a splashing bath in a great big tub, while Very Small had a floating bath in a soap dish. Then Baby Bear put the very small right next to him on his pillow and fell asleep. But the very small didn't fall asleep. Giant Baby Bear was snoring so loudly that he couldn't. So he pinched the Giant Baby Bear's nose and tried to stop him snoring. But to Giant Baby Bear, it felt very much like a tickle. And suddenly he went, "Achoo!" blowing the very small right out of the cave and across the yard and over the treetops, and he landed in a very small part of the woods where he'd got lost in the first place. And there, waiting for the very small, was his very own mummy and daddy. They were so pleased to see him, they took him home and tucked him in his very own bed, which suddenly seemed very small.